They called it Atlas, a rogue celestial body that appeared without warning, defying every known orbit. It was oval-shaped, massive, and pulsing with veins of molten orange and yellow, like a heart torn from the sun. Scientists scrambled to track its trajectory, but it didn't behave like any comet they'd ever seen. It wasn't just falling toward Earth. It was aiming. As it breached the outer atmosphere, strange phenomena erupted across the globe. Birds flew in spirals until they dropped. Oceans churned without wind. The sky turned a bruised shade of violet, and the stars blinked out one by one. Then came the whispers. As the Atlas comet loomed larger in the sky, governments around the world activated emergency protocols, not to protect the public, but to control the narrative. Satellite feeds were scrubbed. Astronomers who spoke out vanished. The official story was simple, a harmless atmospheric anomaly. But the people knew better. In rural towns, crops withered overnight. Livestock refused to eat. Rain turned acidic. Supply chains collapsed within weeks, and shelves emptied faster than they could be restocked. The wealthy hoarded. The poor starved. And still, the comet pulsed, each beat sending waves of paranoia through the population. Whistleblowers leaked fragments of classified documents. Atlas Protocol, Project Silence, Neural Containment. These hinted at psychic interference, mass behavioral shifts, and a global effort to suppress the truth. Governments weren't trying to stop the comet. They were trying to communicate with it. Underground bunkers filled with officials and scientists who believed the comet was a sentient entity, one that could be bargained with. They called it the Architect. They believed it was rewriting human consciousness, preparing Earth for a new order. Above ground, cities burned from riots and famine. Starvation became weaponized. Food was distributed only to those who complied with the new behavioral codes: silence, obedience, and devotion to the Atlas symbol. Those who resisted were labeled, fractured, and left to die. Eventually, the comet stopped moving. It hovered above Earth like a second moon, casting a permanent glow. And from its surface, something began to descend. Not a ship, not a creature, but a structure. A tower of obsidian and fire, reaching toward the planet. Like a finger of judgment. The governments had made their pact. The people had paid the price. And Earth was no longer ruled by nations, but by the will of Atlas. The interstellar comet 3I Atlas has been a subject of intense interest and scrutiny from both the U.S. government and the scientific community. NASA has faced challenges in releasing new high-resolution images of the comet due to the ongoing federal government shutdown, which has delayed the agency's ability to share the latest data and imagery. This has led to a debate among astronomers and researchers about the importance of transparency in scientific discovery. Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna has been vocal in her calls for NASA to release more information about 3I Atlas, emphasizing the need for such data to advance the understanding of interstellar visitors and their interactions with our solar system. Luna's letter to NASA's acting administrator Sean Duffy highlights the significance of the comet's discovery and the potential implications for our knowledge of extraterrestrial life. The comet's unusual composition and behavior have sparked speculation about its origins and whether it could be an alien probe or a natural comet. Despite the skepticism, NASA and the European Space Agency have maintained that 3I Atlas is a natural comet, and they continue to study the comet to better understand its nature and potential significance. Stephen King's It originates from the 1986 horror novel, where the creature is a trans-dimensional entity known as Pennywise the Dancing Clown. Its true form and origins are deeply rooted in cosmic horror mythology. It is an ancient, malevolent entity from a dimension outside our universe called the Macroverse. It is believed to be billions of years old. Predating Earth itself, it has a cosmic counterpart named Maturin, a benevolent turtle who represents balance in the universe. Maturin and it are part of a larger mythos in King's universe, including the Dark Tower series. It is a supernatural alien creature who landed on Earth roughly somewhere around 1 million BCE. It arrived on Earth in a massive cataclysmic event similar to an asteroid impact, landing in a location in North America that would eventually become Derry, Maine. The very life essence and even true form of the dangerous extradimensional beast. It was comprised of the deadlights themselves and used that power to blind new victims, usually human children, and rob them of their conscious minds. The deadlights are a mysterious and deadly energy form in Stephen King's works, originating from the macroverse. They are described as radiant orange lights that can cause death or insanity upon sight. The deadlights are associated with the character It, who uses them as a weapon to blind and mentally incapacitate victims. It used this to drive his victims insane, as well as leaving them both immobile and lifeless before taking them away to consume later. Deadlight, noun, a protective cover or shutter fitted over a porthole or window on a ship. A skylight designed not to be opened. The deadlights were writhing, radiant orange lights that were a mysterious but very deadly and terrifying eldritch form of energy that originated from the preternatural dimension known as the macroverse, also known as the Todash darkness. Pennywise uses its deadlights to break a person's mind because one look at the deadlights will make a person go insane due to it not being able to be comprehended by a human mind. Its only nemesis is Maturin. Maturin and Pennywise represent the eternal struggle between creation and destruction, light and dark, with Maturin embodying benevolence and wisdom, while Pennywise symbolizes chaos and fear. Maturin the turtle is a cosmic, godlike entity in Stephen King's multiverse, serving as a benevolent counterpart to the evil force of Pennywise in it. He is one of the 12 guardians of the beams that support the Dark Tower, the linchpin of all realities in it. Maturin is an unseen but crucial ally to the Losers Club. He offers guidance during their battle against Pennywise, particularly through the ritual of Chud, a metaphysical confrontation between good and evil. The Maturin kind of resembles Turtle Island. Turtle Island is a name that reflects the worldview of various indigenous cultures, particularly among the Algonquian and Iroquoian-speaking peoples. The term is rooted in creation stories that describe how the earth was formed on the back of a giant turtle. This narrative emphasizes the turtle as a symbol of life, stability, and the interconnectedness of all living beings. So what does this have to do with 3I Atlas? The interstellar comet 3I/Atlas has been a subject of intense interest and scrutiny from both the U.S. government and the scientific community. NASA has faced challenges in releasing new high-resolution images of the comet due to the ongoing federal government shutdown, which has delayed the agency's ability to share the latest data and imagery. This has led to a debate among astronomers and researchers about the importance of transparency in scientific discovery. Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna has been vocal in her calls for NASA to release more information about 3I/Atlas, emphasizing the need for such data to advance the understanding of interstellar visitors and their interactions with our solar system. Luna's letter to NASA's acting administrator, Sean Duffy, highlights the significance of the comet's discovery and the potential implications for our knowledge of extraterrestrial life. The comet's unusual composition and behavior have sparked speculation about its origins and whether it could be an alien probe or a natural comet. Despite the skepticism, NASA and the European Space Agency have maintained that 3I/Atlas is a natural comet, and they continue to study the comet to better understand its nature and potential significance. So what do we really know about this unknown massive object making its way to our galaxy? Researchers are deeply divided over 3I/Atlas, with some calling it a natural interstellar comet and others suggesting it may be alien technology. The debate is intensifying as new anomalies and unusual behavior emerge. 3I/Atlas is only the third known interstellar object to enter our solar system, following Oumuamua and Borisov. It's moving at over 130,000 miles per hour and follows a remarkably straight, flat trajectory, which some scientists say is atypical for natural comets. Researchers have noted non-gravitational acceleration, color changes, and peculiar ecliptic paths, leading to speculation that it may not be a simple icy rock. Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb has flagged 10 anomalies in 3I Atlas and suggests it could be technological in origin, possibly even hostile, referencing the dark forest theory from the Fermi paradox. Loeb estimates a 30% chance that 3I Atlas does not have a natural origin. Other scientists, like Jason Wright from Penn State, have expressed skepticism, urging caution and more data before jumping to conclusions. China's Tianwen-1 Mars orbiter captured rare images of the comet, sparking debate over NASA's decision to withhold its own high-res visuals. The comet's post-perihelion velocity shift has led to calls for probe deployment to study it more closely. Some reports claim the comet has split apart or changed shape, with jets and energy releases observed as it nears Earth. A Live Science editorial warns that alien speculation distracts from the real science, such as understanding interstellar chemistry and comet dynamics.